It's time for the video I promised, the prayer wall. And since the glare of my light in my living room is off, I'm going to start with our scripture first. See you there. Alright, the first verse way up there. He has magnified his word above his own name. Psalm 138 verse 2. And this is a little light. You might be able to see it better than me. And he shall wipe away every tear from their eyes. Revelation 21 verse 4. Now shout out to Revelation 21. At the end of this week, I am doing the podcast on Revelation 21. And this is the reason why I'm doing every Bible nerd video in the first place. He has magnified his name, his word above his name, which is also why we have certain elements in this prayer wall. So, see you in the next section. Alright, we got the God sightings and scripture bomb. Now these I can zoom in on because they're not really personal too much. Let me give you some of the highlights as I scan down. Let's see here. Sowing and reaping. We saw sowing and seed reaping kits in an arts and crafts store. So I put that because whenever I go to an arts and crafts store, I always think of a Bible reference joke, 2 or 3 or 4. Alright, let's head over to the scripture bombs. These are cool. I'm going to read a couple of these because they're scripture bombs. Boaz's field was right next to the shepherd's field in the Christmas story. Boaz in Ruth, he had a farm, is right next to the field where the people talking about Jesus was. Okay, let's scan down. Abraham and Isaac came down from the mountain on the 3rd day. Jesus rose on the 3rd day. Isaac was spared, and Abraham came down with him on the 3rd day. Like the shadows that point to Jesus are just amazing. And then this one is we need to be wise about what is good and simple to what is evil, according to Romans 16, I'm gonna guess 19, because the clip's there. You gotta be smart about God, and yet simple about evil. So like when you're into angels and demons and like the end times and like how the heavenly realm works, read the Bible, listen to sermons. Don't read the book of angelology and demonology. That's separate from scripture. It's just crazy. Right. The next section. And I'm going to be very delicate with this one because there are some prayer requests and laments here that are very personal. So I'm going to pause here and reassess which cards I want to show. But before I do that, I'm gonna get up on my couch and, like, don't do this at home. There's the cross I made. It's got a nice grassy ground. And then this is the I am with you always, Matthew 28. And then we have an announcement from our pastor about what he's preaching on here in the corner. Because why not? Put it on the prayer wall. So I'll see you when I've decided what cards to show. We're just skipping the requests and laments because those are very, very personal. And we're going to go to Thanksgiving. Why not just end the prayer tour, the tour of the prayers, with the Thanksgiving? Thank you for the opportunities we have at GRC. That's the church we go to. Thank you for being funny and having Mom, Dad, and I laugh together. There are a few times in church when we weren't making fun of the sermon. We were like kind of giggling about like all the God sightings and how God was like revealing himself in a humorous way at church after we had like some things in our lives before that, or like way before, and it was like really funny. So if we have humor, and humor is a positive gift, God is obviously the God of humor, or the world wouldn't be funny at all. Like, Bible jokes wouldn't be awesome if God wasn't the author of humor. Thank you for new ideas for the Bible nerd moments. Oh yeah, I got new ideas to do more prayer ministry, praise and worship, and different scripture hot topics, and it's all to God and all to his glory, and that's all we got. So down here, you back up because there's a shadow. There is no shadow turning with thee. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians. Yeah. And we're not taking that out of context. We literally are going to Christ to ask him for strength. And hopefully our requests are in his will. So that's why we put it on the prayer wall. And here we have... This is really in a bad place. Seriously. Dad put this... Okay, faith. It does not make things easier. It makes things possible. Oh, this is based on the scripture. With God, all things are possible. Where's the scripture address? Did it fall off? Wait, no, it's down here. Luke. Oh, I hate cursive numbers sometimes. Is that Luke 9? It's probably Luke 9. Let me get closer. Luke 1:37 to... Okay, the other number fell off, so I'm sorry about that. So Luke 1:37. So this has been my scripture wall and prayer wall. Goodbye. And tune in for Revelation 21 podcast.